Hello and welcome to This Is JerryRigEverything. Do you know your own videos? Do you know the smartphones that you have tortured and surgeried? And how would you describe what you do?
It's repair, mostly, kind of, sometimes.
Okay, I like that. Sorry, the smartphones you have repaired. So, the name of the game is very simple. We have a list of 12 phones that you have repaired, and for every one you get right, you get one step closer to winning the ultimate Who Wants to Be a Phone Millionaire prize. Except there's no prize, so the only thing we're doing here is a gentleman's agreement. If you get 6 or more right, so 50%, this account will tweet literally whatever you want. However, if you cannot get 6 or more correct, then you have to tweet out a congratulations link to us. Does that seem fair? Does that seem like a wager you'd like to take up?
Fair enough, let's do it.
All right, cool. Let's start out with the very first device.
I feel like you gotta have a snack.
Okay, all right. Ready, and...
Oh man, this is gonna be rough.
Before we get too far into it, I can let you know that you do have one lifeline available. It's Phone a Ken, where you can call Ken, and he may or may not be helpful. Previously, he was very helpful. Other times, he's literally had no idea. So just floating it out there. You've got 12 phones to go through, but the Phone a Ken is available if you need it.
I'm trying to remember what blue phones I've worked on recently. How far back do you guys go? To the beginning of time or what?
The beginning of time, my friend.
Blue phone, this is an HTC phone maybe? Full disclosure, I'm not emotionally attached to any of the phones I take apart, obviously. So, shoot. What if I get the brand but not the model?
Ooh. I can give you half points if you get the brand. That seems reasonable. Can I ask, what happens to the phones after they've been repaired?
A lot of times, well, I only keep 2 years worth of phones at a time. After that 2 years, then I, part them out or sell them or whatever. But like this Galaxy S20 Ultra, like I've used in probably 4 or 5 different videos, like taking apart, the camera and different parts of it to explain what's going on as I take apart other phones. Like I do use the phones for multiple videos. Shoot, I don't know. I would say this is an HTC phone.
Okay, would you like to hazard a guess at what type of HTC phone?
It wasn't, was it? No, the 10 was a terrible phone to take apart, so it wasn't the 10. I'm second guessing myself now. I have no idea what the model is. I'm gonna guess HTC, but I have no idea anything else.
Well, Zach from JerryRigEverything, you are 50% correct. It is an HTC. It is the HTC Ultra.
Was it? I thought that one was pink. Wasn't that phone pink? That was the Ultra Sapphire Edition. Okay. I took apart 2 HTC 10 Ultras. All right.
Okay.
You guys are making this tricky.
Well, okay. Well, if you think it's tricky, why don't we move on to phone number 2?
This is the... Ooh, it's not the Galaxy Fold. It's that other one, the weird one. This is gonna take me a minute. It's not the Galaxy Fold. It's the... I've tweeted about it. And, Royale. FlexBuy Royale, that's what this one is. Okay, that only took 20 minutes.
You are 100% correct, my friend. You were worrying me there a little bit. I was like, because there's literally 2 folding phones like this. All right, so you are currently at 3 of 4 potential points. So looking pretty good so far. Shall we move on to phone number 3?
This is I want to say this is the Google Pixel. Is it the Pixel 4? I'm gonna go with that, Pixel 4, and it's probably the XL. But if I get the brand right, then it's half a point, right?
And you have indeed got half a point. This is actually the Google Pixel 3a.
All right, I was close. The colored power button gives it away.
It's a little bit of a tougher one though, because I feel like the Pixels are a little generic looking inside, I guess. I mean, you can certainly see like this one's, I'm assuming this is the white one?
Yes. And I have it in a stack right there.
Yeah, I actually didn't think about that you would have all of these phones literally like off to the side. You don't even need the photos, you can just look over and see.
If I had them like mounted on the wall, this would be so much easier.
50% points means you are still in the green, my friend. So let's move on to phone number 4.
Okay, this one is the Galaxy S20 Ultra, right? Let me just hold this phone up really quick. Oh, we're losing parts. Yeah, we're gonna go with that one.
All right, as soon as I saw you pick up the S20 Ultra, I was like, oh, damn, we shouldn't have put this on the list. Yes, of course, you were 100% correct. This is the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra. I think the one that really gives us away is the huge main camera module. Like, it looks ridiculous.
That's definitely it. Because, like, the way the cameras are arranged, that's one of the giveaways of any phone, really, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, you say that, but, well, actually, I was about to say, you're pretty much acing this so far. So why don't we move on to number 5?
Okay. This is the Red Magic 5G. Hold on. It's got the ribbon cable connector above it. I'm gonna go with Red Magic 5G.
And yet again, you are 100% correct. I'm afraid we made this too easy for you. You're just cruising through this.
I mean, I did just take this one apart like a week ago, so.
Okay, true. How many phones do you think you've taken apart over the entire career of your YouTube channel?
I would say there's probably like 300 or 200 or 300 phones that I've taken apart on there, that I've recorded at least.
That's pretty impressive. Well, you are absolutely acing it right now. In fact, you're not even halfway through, and yet if you get a couple more of these 100% right, you're gonna actually be completely set. So it's time to crank up the difficulty a little bit with phone number 6.
Wow, you guys went way back for this one. Holy cow, look at that camera. What phones was I taking apart back then? Dude, this is like from at least 5 or 6 years ago.
So walk me through your process right now. What is it that you're looking for on these phones that kind of gives you clues or hints as to what they really are?
Usually, I mean, if it can remind me what the video, like what I said in the video. So I'm looking for things that I would have talked about in the video, and then once I think of the video, then I can remember the name. But this was like before I had my Pry tools and everything, otherwise they'd be on camera, I think. I want to say this is another HTC phone before they went crazy with their design process. I don't think I have this one, guys. I think you got me on this one. There's 2 SIM card trays. Ooh, I remember this one, because only one SIM card tray was visible in the video, and then the other one was visible after you took the back panel off. Is it like a weird ZTE phone or something? I'm gonna go with that. Is it a ZTE phone?
Zach from JerryRigEverything. You have had an incredible streak of victory so far, and yet that ends because this is the Moto G4.
Ugh, the Motorola's. All right, you got me.
And I feel like the thing that really jumps out to me with this one is the green PCB. I feel like most people kind of like it. Phones look much cooler, but this thing looks straight out of like 2012. No. We are currently halfway through the game, and you were looking pretty good. You have 8 of 12 potential points, which means you were comfortably above the 50% threshold. However, let's see if we crank up the difficulty, and by crank up the difficulty, I mean it's gonna be the same difficulty with item number 7.
This is the Galaxy S. You can see the "No Dogs Allowed" sticker on the battery. So it's got to be a 7 or an 8, but I'm not totally sure which one. Let's go with Galaxy S8, maybe.
Final answer: Samsung Galaxy S8.
Yes.
That is 100% correct. It is the Galaxy S8 with the "No Dogs Allowed" sticker. Well done. That was a tricky one. To me, that looks more like an S7, but like they're almost identical on the inside as far as I can remember. I don't remember anything that was hugely separating them.
Except for I know that my Galaxy S7 video, I know that phone was gold because I used that phone for like the next year or two after I tore it down and burned it because it had the burn mark in the center of the screen.
Well, you're looking really good, my friend. You're looking really good. So why don't we move on to phone number 8?
Phone number 8. Ooh, this one's a weird one. What's weird, it has the back metal panel that comes off, which is part of the frame, because usually it's the other way around. You remove like one slab and it's just the back, and the frame of the phone stays in place. And so like this particular design, I haven't seen in a while, so it's definitely one of my older videos, at least like 2 years old probably. Yeah, you guys got me on this one. How about let's phone a Ken? How about that? Let's use that lifeline. And how is he gonna help me again? Has he taken apart phones before?
He's probably not going to help you realistically. He might give you some words of encouragement, or he might just tell you that he wishes that he had your amazing bald head.
All right, that works.
Hello.
How's it going, man?
How's it going, Zach?
It's going great. So I have a little issue.
Yeah.
I'm playing this game and I have no idea what this phone is that I took apart how many years ago.
Yeah, it looks very weird. The camera layout looks weird. I almost thought it was like an Oppo. There's like the Find X that was like the one of the pop-up camera.
All right, they're cutting us off. Not even none of the names come to my head right now, so we're just gonna go with that one.
All right. Well, I'm sad to say that Ken has led you astray. This is in fact the Vivo Next dual screen.
I should have known that. Okay, I would have never gotten that though, because like, I would have never gotten that. That wouldn't have never popped in my head. Okay, you guys definitely won this round.
It's okay. You're still well ahead, my friend. You still have four phones.
Totally remember that phone. Okay.
So you have 8 of 12 questions answered, and you are sitting currently on 10 points. You just need essentially 2 more points to tie. As soon as you hit 50%, you win. All right. Let's move on to phone number 9.
OnePlus 7T. Final answer.
This is the OnePlus 7 Pro.
Pro. Dang it. Oh man, as soon as you were saying the OnePlus and you paused, I saw the pop-up camera and I'm like, shoot, I missed that.
So obviously the battery had to be removed because, I mean, you know, if you had the battery, it would look like one of the wonderful teardown skins available at dbrand.com/ I don't know. Can you pitch it? I don't even know.
It is the skin I use on my regular everyday carry though, so you can see the inside of the phone without actually being inside the phone.
Well, half a point or 1 point here because you did get the brand means you're still very close to finishing this one out, but you still have 3 more phones to go. So let's move on to number 10.
It's another pop-up. What was the one that snapped in half? That was the Oppo Find X, and that one had the dual motors. This one has a single motor. The Vivo Next 3, I think it was. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with the Vivo.
That is incorrect. This is the Oppo RINO.
Oh, because it pops up. Okay, you guys gotta show. Yeah, this is that weird carrot pizza slice camera.
Yeah. So I'd just like to point out that your instincts have been very close, but you thought the Vivo was the Oppo and the Oppo was the Vivo. So you're in the right ballpark.
Shoot, all right.
Okay, 2 more phones though. 2 more phones. I still have confidence. Yes, you just need to get 1 point on one of these 2 phones. So still very promising. Let's move on to phone number 11.
This is not promising. What phone did I take apart that was purple? I know I took apart an LG phone that was a cool purple color a while back. I don't know if this is it though. I'm gonna go with. I don't know if I can say LG. I'm gonna go with LG because that's the last purple phone that I took apart. It was like a V40 maybe, the LG V40.
Zach from JerryRigEverything. You've made it all the way through 11 questions. And this is the point in which you clinch the victory. It is the LG G7. So you officially have 12 points, which means that from this point on, the next phone is completely a wild card. You could get it 100% wrong and you still barely squeak out the victory. But well done, my friend. Yeah, that is in fact the LG G7. All right, let's move on to the final phone. See if you can get some extra bonus points here.
Okay, so I think this is a Samsung Note. Was this the Note 7? I think it is the Note 7. That is my final answer.
Congratulations, my friend. That is, in fact, the Samsung Galaxy Note 7, famous for its world-famous reliability. Obviously, a phone that had no problems, that clearly was a wild success.
Of course not, yep.
Congratulations, my friend. You have successfully won the Does JerryRigEverything Know Phones challenge. How do you feel right now?
I feel good. The giveaway for this last one was the little marking on the battery connector, because I researched that brand for hours trying to figure out like the chemistry of the battery and like what was going on with this. So that was the giveaway for this phone, besides the fact that I had the S Pen as well. So that was fun, man. Thank you.
So now it is up to you to decide what you would like us to tweet on your behalf.
Oh man, do I have to do that right now?
You can, or you can wait until later, but if you want to come up with it on the spot, it'll make it in the video, or if not, we'll just tweet it at a later date when this goes live in a couple weeks, whatever. Totally up to you. You're the winner, you get to choose.
I'm gonna marinate on this one because it's gonna be good.